This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Texans in that first half. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Tackle made back at the 10-yard line.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Ooh, with a juke. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Give to Pierce now on the option. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well. because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here's Mills. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Mike Gesicki from 10 yards out. And the Texans use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Takes it at the 7. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Call that look for me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They go play action now. Jackson, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught at the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
His throw caught at about the 5. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mills now. Caught left side by Mechie. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. Swings this, and it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Play action. Now Jackson under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Jackson. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Touchdown! A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now Mills. Incomplete. At this point, down big. You'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On second down, Mills again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Oh, he shifts past him. And down to the 36-yard line here. And now they're in the hurry-up. Play action. It's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
It's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Houston. Juju Smith-Schuster, 65 yards. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mills looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
1st down, Mills. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this.
And it'll be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A 2nd down throw from Mills. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And here comes the Texans now. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
To throw again on second down. Mills. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Mills. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Again, it's Mills. Mills can't get away, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Ravens, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Houston, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.